And we are here. So, Diane, how was your day today?
It was really good. How
Isn't
about
this like
yours?
one of the best days we've had in 4 years?
Uh, the sun is shining. Even the snow here.
Oh, it's been beautiful. I just well,
Even the snow here.
it did snow. So you're in where? You're in North
I'm in
Carolina? No,
I'm in New England.
no. Oh,
And so
you're
I
way
woke
up
up this
there.
morning, big puffy white snowflakes, and it was actually beautiful, but now it's in the 20s and we're all cold.
Cold parka time.
But you know what? It made me pretty warm today when I watched all the proceedings, the inauguration, the music, and Amanda Gorman, that young lady that is the National Poet Laureate. What a beautiful poem. I mean, it was about bravery and determination, but also hope and looking towards
I
the future.
That was the one thing that I missed and I forgot to go, but I got the singing, I got everything else because I was at
Oh,
work. That was the one thing that I missed. Dang.
we have music and poetry at the White House again.
Oh, music and poetry and respect and
Compassion.
tradition,
I
compassion.
love the reflecting pool. I love that. And I love that
Yes.
they took a moment to reflect upon the 400,000 plus people that have passed from this. And that was
Yes.
really touching because we've gone for months now with no
And
recognition.
dogs. We have dogs back at the White House.
And I think a cat's coming too.
Oh, kitty,
'Cause
kitty,
I
kitty,
believe
kitty.
that was the deal that if he won, Jill got to adopt a cat.
It's fantastic.
Yes, I mean, so normal. We're excited over normalcy. Think about that.
I know. We don't have to
Uh,
worry about going to sleep and waking up and seeing your
no,
phone at 3 a.m. saying Trump has
no.
done such and such, and you're going, why?
If your viewers don't know Annie, this is my Annie.
Oh,
My
Andy.
my sister that had breast cancer. This was her kitty, and she passed. So she is my forever baby.
She's beautiful. I mean, she
She is the
literally
sweetest.
beautiful.
Oh
Have you seen Autumn from Orange and Tarot? Her kitty. She has. I think she
no,
has two, like one white and oh my gosh, these kitties. I swear they're a painted portrait every time I see them. They're beautiful. They're
I
just
love
like that.
kitties.
Yes.
And she is
So
such a snuggle bug, and she has separation anxiety. So I try to incorporate her in. So I'm sorry if you don't like cats, anyone, but
no,
this is
everybody loves
Annie.
seeing the kitties. Everybody loves seeing the
And
doggies
she
and
is
the
such a
kitties.
snuggle puss. Yes. Uh,
The change of energy. Yes, I did see Paul. Paul says, did anybody notice the change of energy? It was like a
yes.
wave just come up and out of there, like a whole. It's almost like the United States took a great big, huge, deep breath
Yes.
and let it out,
Like
and that
collectively, we
was
took a sigh of relief.
sigh of relief. Like, okay, we finally got there. He has the power.
Yes.
The Florida guy doesn't have any more. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? None.
I mean, I just felt like there was this black cloud over the White House and it dissipated. It's gone. And now it's like the sun is shining down again. And I know everyone's so worried about, like, are they going to sage and cleanse the White House? And you know what? I feel like the vibes are good. So whatever they're doing, it's working.
I hope they took that letter that 45 put in that drawer and put it in a bomb shelter and made sure that there was nothing on there to hurt.
Biden won't say what is in that letter. He's
He
saying that he
won't.
was very generous. And
What do you give him money? $50?
yeah, my gut
Like a
instinct
gravy.
was I think Biden is trying to take the high road. That it actually wasn't generous. That he's actually taken the high road and he's not going to
Oh.
smear his name. He's not going to go there.
He's very
And
generous he probably put FU on there.
exactly.
That's what my
I
first thought was when I heard that he did it. I'm like, I bet you that was a big old.
Yes. And you know what I read like an hour ago from NBC News is that all of these people from QAnon are so disappointed that all of these conspiracy theories were wrong. that this did indeed happen. So I know a
Good.
lot of my viewers have been asking me, are these people ever going to see the light? Are they going to wake up? A lot of them are saying, I've been had. They're so disillusioned.
Well, you know, I've had people. I agree with you because I've had just I took a picture of it because I wanted to find out who he was. His name is Dan Ban Rock One. He has a YouTube channel, and this is what he wrote on here because I
Oh,
took a picture of it because I was like, okay. It says your readings are coming from your ego instead of God. Looks like you have to learn the hard way. You get some of it right, but interpret it with your ego. There will be heartbreak on Friday for Biden, but it's because he is being arrested along with most of the corrupt Dems. and something about Republicans that were part of the voter fraud and treason, and Trump is remaining president and in another 4 years. Remember this comment as you come to learn this week and see real truth and not the prediction of your ego. Hopefully it will wake up your soul and move you towards the light again. That's what they wrote on.
I get those too. I feel you.
I'm like,
When they,
really?
I love it when they tell me that I am biased because I say I don't hide it. Like
No.
I don't, but you know what? The cards are still accurate. Like the card still said that Mitch McConnell was going to get in, and he did. Do I like
Yes.
him? No. That so it went against my own personal bias. But the cards say what they're going to say. As long as you remain open energetically to spirit, you can have an opinion. Like I tell my tarot students, you don't have to check yourself at the door. You're
Right.
still you.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And here's the thing is collectively, even though I did my own readings, you did your own readings, we kind of collectively all had the same information. There
We
was a
did.
tweak here and there. I
Mhm.
think I got that McConnell was going to not win at the beginning, and then at the end when it got closer, then I said, "Oh, he's going to win." You know what I mean? But I got both sides of that, but I just remember every time I read, I knew, like I knew, like I know that Biden was going to be president.
Yes.
It was never deferred, and my cards never deviated from that.
No, mine didn't either. And you know, with McConnell, what you was probably seeing at first is what I'm getting now is that he's probably going to leave. I don't think he wants to be the minority leader. And I think his wife is having issues. And I think that there is a real chance that yes, he got in, but he's miserable and I don't know if he's going to stay.
Well, the thing about it is, he threw the the Florida guy under the bus like crazy. He incited. He did this. If it wasn't
Yeah.
for him, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I think I watched that like 10 times. I'm like, I was in disbelief. I'm like, let me hear that one more time. What was that again?
So wild. These people just
So
don't
wild.
have a soul, some of them. Oh Lord.
Well, we can read on. Let's see what the energy says for Mitch, because he
Okay.
does like his power. He does.
Yes.
He. It's almost like a hit in the ego for him to step down.
True. I mean, yes. I don't think that there's a perfect scenario for him.
Right. Hi guys. Hi Sharon. Hi Greeter. Hi Sharon. Sai. Hi Pam. Hey Carol. Let me give you. Let me get some juju going with everybody. Hi. Hey AQ. I just saw you earlier on Andy's channel. I hope everyone has seen the new press secretary. I haven't yet. Oh, thank you, Olivia.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you.
lovely. I have seen
Thank you,
her.
Suzanne. Suzanne. I like saying that word. Hi, Lightworkers. Craig, Dixie, Pam B. Thanks, guys. Okay, now let me concentrate on the turtle. Hi, Roxanne. Renee Rogers. Oh, I need to make you a thingamajigger again. Hang on. Add moderator. Okay. There you go, Renee. You're back to normal now. Poor Renee. She got one of the moderators accidentally bumped her out. I had to
Oh
go get her
no.
bump her back in. Oopsie daisy. All right, go ahead if you got yours.
I do. So He is the hermit. Here is Mitch. He is the hermit all by himself, not getting a ton of support from folks. His obstacle is the world. So I guess in probably more ways than one, actually, but starting a new phase, having a new cycle in his life. That's in opposition. For his outcome, the strength card has more than one meaning. I am going that, first of all, yes, it's testing his strength and courage and his patience. But then here he is leaving. And this is what I just keep getting for him.
I got the Chariot, so I do too.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Moving forward, this way or that way.
Right. And it could be this way or that way, but I think it's more that way.
That way. Hey, we're like, exit door over there. Over there, Mitch. Over there.
Yeah. He's going.
Yeah, because I got the Emperor, which is that, like he's been there. And then I got the Empress, where he held the helm for quite some time. He had all of his things, all of his new ideas, everything he wanted. But the Seven of Swords comes in right after that. Like, he does come down. Now he's gathering all of his, and these cards right here, she's gathering all of her sources. She's looking at everything. Do I need anything else? Do I want anything else? Because he's moving on. It's like, what else do I have here to get? What else do I have here to achieve? It's really, like, he doesn't think he has anything else to achieve by being there.
No. And he doesn't need the money, so.
Yeah, that leap of faith. He's really trying to get that courage up to go.
Right, to start a new journey.
New journey.
Maybe in another country.
Well, could we get that lucky? Maybe he'll follow his wife.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe.
Maybe he'll follow. His wife wants to move back home, and maybe he will. And I also got this one all tied up, so he has some things that he has to get free from first.
Right.
I don't think I know that Mitch McConnell made us all mad and everything, but I don't think he stayed clear of the legal issues.
No.
He was just a jerk, but I think he stayed clear of all the legal issues.
Oh, you think he did stay clear?
He did stay clear of all the legal issues. Like, he skated through. He was just a jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how much he did in terms of like legal issues. What I always got with him is that him and a few other people, there are people in the background that seem to control them somewhat. Because I think he actually did want to push for impeachment, but I think that there is like this group there that does have some power. These aren't people that we know, but they have power and they exercise that power. And
yes,
they're also the ones that I felt kept Pence there today. Because I mean, just whatever they would pan over to Pence. Oh my word!
Well, no, he was clapping. I saw him clapping.
Oh, he clapped.
Yes, I saw him clapping because I was like, because I said that out loud too to the Trumper that was sitting next to me. I'm like, oh my God, Pence is clapping, and he would get disgruntled again. I'm like, oh, sorry.
It's like he was there, but he wasn't really there. Like,
no, he disconnected. Well, I'm sure that he was playing the game like he's always has.
Right.
We watch him be, the Florida guy's just everything, and now he's on the other. And now he's playing the humble servant of the people, and now all of a sudden now he's in government. All of a sudden now he's doing the right thing. Please. Please. All right, so what let's see if anybody in here says, I thought Pence showed class and courage being there. I'll give him that.
I think he was forced. I think he did as he was told.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I mean, I'll give him that. I mean, he did behave himself. He didn't do anything. He was just like any other. I don't, you know what? We know what he's done. We don't like who he is. We don't like what his, but he did do that. So I'll give him that. Let's see. Oh my God, load lifted off of American shoulders. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's read on his on the QAnon, and then we'll go into his base. Because QAnon, here's the thing. Like I said, I just read you what they said. And they fully believed that I got another little comment on my thing about a week or so ago that I needed to wake up again, of course.
Yes.
And I need to wake up that Trump signed a thing that he was in charge of the military and that the military was going to stop the inauguration and Trump was going to be there for another. I mean, they have all of these things. Since Trump is gone now, what is it that they have? What?
Oh, do you know what
is
the new theory is? Did you hear what their new conspiracy theory is? The
No, what
reason
is it?
that Trump had to leave so early this morning was because they switched faces. It was a new experimental surgery. So when you see what you think is Trump going through trials, that's actually Biden being held accountable. They literally think this.
Oh, so now they're switching bodies.
Faces, but not bodies, which I didn't understand because they have two different body types. But it's a new technology that we've gotten from the reptilians, and I mean it's all perfectly logical.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's the best entertainment I've ever heard.
Isn't that nuts? I follow them. I do. I follow them just to watch it as a spectator sport.
They're like, what? Anything to keep them there. Anything. All right. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. All right, let's see. Let's see what QAnon's up to. What they're going to do.
Oh, that's interesting.
Go for it. I'm still shuffling.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, right now, they sort of feel like they're all alone, fighting against everybody. They're like this one man on a hill, fighting off the crowds. Only they have the right information. Their obstacle is being able to assess information. This is the card of assessment and taking stock. And they have a hard time with that. So they feel like they're in a ruthless battle. They feel like they're in a fight. They also feel like they've been robbed. They feel like something has been stolen from them. And I do believe that a lot of them feel like they've been duped and it's leaving them heartbroken, which gives me hope that they're waking up. Like, I think
That's
in
what
this case,
heartbreak
heartbreak
is.
is good. Yeah.
Heartbreak is the crack open for spirit to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I always tell her. And say, a heartbreak is not what we think it is. It is a opening for spirit to jump in and help.
I like that.
Crack that open. Crack those hard beliefs and crack that open. So let's see. I'm back. Intuitive Tarot-Sheila. I'm back. That's what she says in there. I'm back. QAnon needs to go to jail. Oh, I also got the heartbreak.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also got the heartbreak out of that. They just literally fell out of when I was shuffling. Fell out. I also got the Ace of Swords. Mental clarity after the heartbreak. Maybe there's a chance. Well, I also got the Eight of Wands.
Also, things are changing and speeding up in
the
their
fast
world.
movement, the action. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Five of Swords, tension, arguments. It's almost like they're feeding on each other now. You said this. You said that.
Yes,
you said
that's
this,
what I got
you
too.
Said that.
Yes.
The tension, the Five of Swords, and then the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling the demands of what everybody is trying to hold them accountable for. You said this. You said that. You said this. You said that. And I wonder if it's going to. So the person that's doing Q is really looking for money and wealth. I just got that popped out. And then the strife and worry and the anxiety. So they are absolutely miserable today.
They truly are. They've been had.
Yep, they have been had, and the Magician is usually a nice, wonderful card. But for this one, is that they threw some black magic onto them, and they're suffering.
I always did pick up on some black magic going on there, because whenever someone is accusing someone else of something, usually they're the ones doing it.
Correct.
So when they were saying, "Oh, the Democrats are Satanists and they're doing these horrible rituals," and I'm thinking, that makes me think it's actually you doing these sort of things. And yeah, because actually Satanists have come out, and I saw this a few days ago. Satanists coming out saying, "We don't believe in any of this. Like, we think that they're nuts."
The devil's coming out going, no. I mean,
the devil's even like, "Yeah, I'm not into Q. I'm good. Like, I might be a little bad and weird and whatnot, but I don't do that." So
don't you find that hilarious?
I was just
Satan worship was like, don't connect you with us.
And the Luciferians also denied them too.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
So
Too
they've
funny.
irritated the Satanists and the Luciferians. So good job, Q.
It's like you guys are even way out there for us. Oh, that's
Seriously.
too funny. All right, let's see what the other base, like the other than the QAnon. Let's see what everybody else's Trump's base is, what they're going through.
Oh,
and then they got a
gosh.
rude awakening today because they really thought that it wasn't going to happen.
You know what I'm having a really hard time with is separating Republicans
Thank you, Rebecca.
from conspiracy theorists from white supremacists.
It is a hard sell to separate, but I do know that they exist, and the reason why I say that is because I even had some friends that, like, I'm just a Republican, and they're just going to follow him because he's a Republican.
Right.
But they denounced the fact that he was racist. They denounced the fact that any of the other stuff was there. So I'm wondering about them. Did they really, did that insurrection at the Capitol, did it really bother them or not?
No, I don't think it bothers them. I think they enjoyed it.
Do you think that they?
I can't really separate them from it. They all seem the same to me at this point. Because they're all living in an altered, like in an altered reality. It's not.
Do you think that they were okay with the police officer getting killed? Do you think that they would have said something like, "Well, he should have let them go. He deserved it," or do you think that was too a line too far that they crossed?
I think for some, but I also think for others it was okay because the ends justified the means.
You just made me really sad.
I'm sorry.
Because I'm trying to draw the good out of them. Let's wick the good out of them.
I think some are going to see the light, though. I mean, that's the good, is that this is going to wake some of them up. And I think it's going to be almost taboo in the future to call yourself a Republican. All right, I think a lot of them are going to cross over. So let's
read about those people like that, because there's like multi levels of this going. Oh, I like it.
Okay. Let me shuffle these one more time.
Well, you know what I got was the Queen of Swords, that bitter cover up and hurt. I also got the High Priestess, like wisdom, which is really confusing to me. But what I also have is they still don't trust us. They don't believe us, and it may be because we have to wait a year after they've gotten everything that Biden says that he's going to do. He has done, and maybe they'll start trusting again.
True.
Future unveiled. It's almost like they're saying, "We'll see." What do you get?
Yeah, so what I get is, first of all, they are feeling robbed. I'm thinking that a lot of them are saying, "Oh, this was rigged," and so you got the same one. Okay.
We do this all the time, Diane.
Yeah, you and I always. Their obstacle is they're going to have a tower moment. So their world is going to be shaken up. But here's the thing. For their outcome, Ace of Swords, a new beginning where they start to see the truth. And then look at this. The next two cards, back turned, and they're leaving. So I do think a lot of them are going to end up leaving the party. Some of them's going to wake up and go.
I hope that they're clever enough to create another party, to be honest with you. Why don't they do that? You know what I mean? I'm like, I encourage, just create another party with the ideals that you guys thought the Republican Party had. Start with honesty.
Right. I mean, I think they may try, but I think it would be stomped out by the Republicans that really control things. I mean, 'cause I always get like this weird conservative group behind the scenes. Because somebody did mention that on the news, that this would be the Republicans' worst nightmare if Trump started his own party, or if these people started their own party.
Oh yeah, not that guy.
Yeah. And so they were saying, like, it would
probably
be squashed pretty quickly by the Republicans in power.
They are the Lincoln Party. They said maybe it's already here, the Lincoln Party.
Now, see, they're reasonable.
Yeah. I agree with you, Jackie. I have a Jackie. Do you need a Jackie? I have a Jackie who keeps me in line. She makes sure that if I'm sitting here forgetting something, she throws me a bone and helps me out while I'm on the. Everybody needs a Jackie, man.
Well, she's a good one to have.
Yep. Yeah. I want to Can you want to read on the impeachment? How that's gonna? Have you already done that? Have you read on the impeachment? How the trial is gonna go?
I have not yet.
I've been waiting until after this energy was gone.
Yes.
Because I know that the energy was really totally focused if Biden was going to actually get to that and get sworn in, and the power has been passed to him. So now that has done, they're going to be concentrating. Because how many of Biden's cabinet did they swear in yesterday? I know they did a lot of them.
It was quite a few.
Yeah. Even isn't that fantastic? The transgender one. I was so happy to see that.
I mean, it's like now we have the cabinet. Like, I think for the first time we have a cabinet that actually reflects America.
Yes,
and all of the diversity.
Yes, none. They have. Jackie says none. They didn't swear in none of them yet.
Oh, explain. No, I thought they did.
Maybe they just went through the vetting or the questions.
Or maybe that. Yeah.
15 executive orders signed. Well, we knew that he was going to sign a ton of them. I say, will the Senate? Okay, so we're going to write on this. So will the Senate? No cabinet members yet. Who did they do yesterday? Did they? I forget what it's called. Of course, when I go live, I forget all of my adjectives. That's the reason why I have a Jackie. The aides and sworn in. Okay, all the aides.
Oh, the aides were sworn in. I knew somebody was sworn in yesterday.
So none of the none of the cabinet. The cabinet has to be approved by the Senate. Okay.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm learning as I go, people. I'm learning. Well, I tell you what, I should have paid a lot more attention in my civic class.
Right.
I'm regretting those note passing days.
I mean, we took a lot for granted, I think, just having a government that pretty much functioned. I mean, maybe we didn't like everything, but
yeah, we
didn't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doggies. Sorry, guys. It happens. All right. So what question are we on? We're
impeachment.
On the impeachment. Okay, the trial. If you've already thrown your cards, go.
Yes. So this is clearly from 45's point of view. He is feeling pretty battered. You know, here he is with a bandage wrapped around his head. His obstacle is that he feels like he's a one-man army. He's fighting off all these other people. He's all alone. Now, this is kind of interesting. He gets a card of feeling like a victim. I get this a lot for him, that poor me mentality. He feels like he's been stabbed in the back and betrayed. And, you know, this is my card for the virus. I think that they're going to bring up something about how he handled the pandemic in the impeachment trial. There's something coming about that, I think. Of course, you know, with that storming of the Capitol, some of the Democratic politicians did get the virus because their Republican, you know, co-workers, I guess you call them, refused to wear a mask when they were in that lockdown. So I know 3 of them got it. And who knows how they're doing. I haven't seen updates.
Well, you know what I keep on, okay, I'm getting like one of those RV downloads right now. And I have it when you're talking. So when you had your card that's making everything that I'm getting right now make a lot more sense. What I'm getting is they're going to have an actual trial this time. And the Democrats are not going to pull out any punches. And they are actually, oh, where'd you go? Are you back? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Did I leave?
I thought you froze for a second.
Okay.
That they're not going to pull any punches. how can I put this? The Democrats they're going to have a trial, and everything gets brought out. Everything that he's ever said, everything that I mean, they are going to literally exhaust the Republican Party, watching every single detail again in
Yeah.
real time while they do the trial, and they're going to here's like looking for assistance and planning. They're going to plan it. They're going to have the opportunity to. It's like they're not going to rush anything. They're not going to rush anything because I also got discovery. They're going to discover everything. They're going to say everything. They're waiting on all people to bring in to testify, and I see the withdrawal from 45.
Yeah.
I see the withdrawal. Not only I saw the Eight of Cups, I got the Eight of Cups. I also got this one.
Right. That turn
Learning
he's
to,
going and
yeah, like they're going to remove themselves from the turbulence and choose calm for the senators in the trial. I just have a feeling, and I wonder if they're going to do it live. They probably are because
sure.
that's how they're doing it nowadays. But they're gonna get exhausted of everything that they have against him. Exhausted.
See, and I'm just
So
wondering if you got so many cards of back turned leaving, because is Trump actually going to persevere through this? He's not someone that is very courageous. For him to sit there and go through this, that would be the greatest act of courage he's ever had
I
on
have
this planet.
Yeah, I have a question. If they convict him, can they like put him in prison, convict him?
I don't
Or
believe so
is
for
convicting
impeachment.
him just severe penalties, like you don't get
Yes,
the retirement, so which
right.
is what we all want. But can they, if he gets convicted, what does that conviction entail? Does anybody know? Can
I believe
everybody
he
say
loses
yes,
his
yes, yes,
pension.
yes?
Right, his
Yes, yes, they
pension
can put him.
in jail for impeachment?
Yeah, like in prison. No, somebody said no.
No, not for impeachment.
Not for impeachment, but being
It can
convicted.
lead to something else. But as far as I know, I mean, we certainly have never. I mean, they always have the
No
option of just
jail.
stepping down. Yeah, there's no
Okay,
jail, but
no
he can
jail.
lose his
Okay.
pension. He doesn't lose the security. He gets the Secret Service still.
Well,
Um,
that's the thing. That's the thing is they were trying to remove all of his benefits.
do you know who else is? The Screen Actors Guild. He gets a healthy pension from them for doing The Apprentice and doing a couple of movies. He gets like 6 figures a year from them. And they were voting this week. I have to see what the results were. They wanted to boot him from the Screen Actors Guild, and then he wouldn't be allowed to collect a pension. And I would think if he tried to start another show, he would have a really difficult time.
So let's see. Let's look at Trump and say a year. With everything going on right now in his trajectory, what would it look like in a year for him? Because I have a feeling.
Yeah, see, I have a feeling, but I don't know if I should say it.
He can be referred. So here's what they're actually saying is that they can convict him if they get enough senators. And they might, because they might exhaust their souls. They have nothing to lose anymore.
No.
To convict him is that since he was convicted here, going into the courts is only going to help whoever wants to convict him there, maybe.
Right. Yeah, I mean, every card I pull is just miserable. So looking at him next year, he's the ultimate card of loss. 5 of Pentacles, losing your job, your home, your freedom, possibly, your health, your mental well-being. His obstacle is finances. This is really going to impact his money. He gets one of my cards that consistently show up for him, the Devil. It's also a card of loss. He gets the card of heartbreak and heartache. He gets another card of loss, of grieving, sorrow, and then a card of sleepless nights, worry, and anxiety, being fearful. So he certainly would not be in a good frame of mind. But I don't feel like he's out and about in society next year. I don't get the sense that he's out mingling with people. There's something like, I don't know if he's really sick or just mentally not well, but there's something, I don't see him having the parties and going to things and doing things. I don't see that.
Oh. So my cards don't look any better.
Yeah, right?
But I got something interesting. I have the Chariot, right? And in the words underneath the Chariot, there's some different ones like mental control and emotional balance, right? But mental control and emotional balance, you would think getting this card would be wonderful, but what comes after it means the association is death.
See? Yeah,
The
that's what I was
ending.
trying not to say.
Yeah, I know. The ending of his emotional balance, the ending of his mental control, right? The ending. And then I have the star after that. Like, and then the tower and the chaos. I get that. The death could mean a whole bunch of things. This is for
Right.
entertainment purposes only.
Absolutely.
But we could come across the actual, because I also see the strife. Like his kids are going to go into argument. They're going to have to see the delusion that he was rich. And then
Right.
the best card at the end was this, and it was justice. And justice
Yeah,
right here,
I get that a
it
lot.
says justice served.
See?
Like
Right.
that
But
poetic ending.
it may not be the way we're thinking though.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
a little different to me, and he just doesn't feel well. I've been saying that for a while, but he still has been managing to put one foot in front of the other. I don't know if I could do what he does. When
We've
I
been
went,
mad at, yeah.
I mean, the last time
We
I went into his energy and actually did like a real viewing from his point of view, that was about a week ago. I just broke down and cried. And I am not someone
Oh.
that cries often, but his energy is so dark and desperate. I don't think I could lift my head off a pillow feeling like the way he does.
I want
It's
to know
awful.
if
And he
I
did
want
it
to
to
know.
himself
Oh, he did. Oh,
with no
I,
regrets or remorse.
does he have consequences outside of the United States?
Well, I think Iran has a bounty on him.
So
I
let's read
think
and see if he has consequences outside of the United States, like what
Russia wants a piece of him.
like in his own doing and his own dealings and all of that,
Yeah.
because he's not protected anymore by the United States.
No, and he owes China money. He owes Deutsche Bank money.
Internal. This is what popped out: charity,
Yeah.
sharing the wealth, charities. That is
Sharing the
interesting.
wealth. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how
So
we
it's,
think.
I mean, we have all the evidence of it, but that could be prayers going out to Lena. Absolutely. She went to
Yes.
she's
I
having a
just
little surgery or something. I don't know what that was
I just
about,
saw
but
that from her hospital bed. Yeah,
yeah.
sending love and light to Lena. Get better, please.
Of course, of course, of course. So,
Oh wow. Yeah.
let's see. So the charity, interesting.
I
Showing,
mean,
oh,
that card's very telling.
very telling. And then the next one,
Yeah.
justice. And then the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups always comes across as a lawyer or a judge for me. I don't know. It's always
Oh,
female.
interesting.
I don't know if it's meaning. And the King of Pentacles. So we have judges and lawyers both. And when I'm talking about a subject like that, are they going to? These are the judges, and these are the people who are,
Right.
the King of Pentacles, control, power, and discipline, with
Yeah.
the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of is the creative visionary. Like we know what to do with you. We know how to go after you. That's that lawyer, the visionary. Have
Mm-hmm.
you ever watched lawyers? They have to make up their own BS and then they have to spout it. That's a visionary if I've ever seen one.
I couldn't do it. I could not. I'd be a horrible lawyer.
I would have to be a prosecutor, not a defendant, a defending lawyer, because I'd have to be a prosecutor because I want them, because I could not. It's like they take their client's lie and make it into the best thing ever.
And I can't lie. Like,
No.
that's not a
I'd be
strength of mine.
laughing. I would be laughing in their face like, you really? Come on. Even I don't believe that.
Oh, word. So
Can you read on Trump's Mary Trump?
yes.
What's on Mary?
So let me show you what I got. The
Oh,
first
of
card I
course. I'm so
got
sorry.
was the judgment card, and I'm going to take that the literal meaning that judgment is coming for him. And his obstacle is that he can't speak the truth. You know, he's always been so full of lies, but that's all changing. Now, here's the interesting thing. We're asking about, you know, is he going to be held accountable from other countries? Well, I get my card for the US, followed by 2 cards of leaving. And it's like, wait a minute. And then I get family money. And so I think this is going right back to what I've seen in the past, that he does want to go to another country. The only thing that's holding him back is that some countries might be very happy to give him to Iran or China or Russia. But I think the possibility is there that he could leave the US. I've always seen Israel with him and his family.
Let's see. Let's see if that is. Let's read. Just literally read on his plans to move out of country. A man without a country.
I mean, he wants out, but I think he's also afraid. He feels somewhat protected by being here.
Ivanka wants to run in politics. She still has that dream.
Yeah, she's going to be in jail, I think.
You did.
I'm not too worried.
My Jackie had a dream of him leaving, and I kept on smashing it down. I'm like, no, wait a minute, they're not gonna allow him to leave. He's got too much here to go. And then somebody else, she goes, I told you so. My Jackie, because I believe, you know.
He wants to go away.
I want him to stay here and be held accountable. I think that's
Yes.
Sheila wanting him to stay here and be held accountable.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Let's read the card. We'll do Ivanka next. We'll do like a deep dive and a few questions on Ivanka next. But let's think about 45 and leaving the country.
Okay, I mean, I'm not too surprised, I guess. So, you know, the world, he wants to start a new phase, a new cycle of his life. He's not enjoying his current one, that's for sure. But his obstacle is, this is the card of financial independence and affluence. So there are some financial considerations for him. He gets the card of grief, sorrow, loss, followed by my card for legal battles. And so I think he really does want to go, but it's going to be really tough.
Yeah. I get the petty bickering. It's almost like he has to fight his way into another country. Or
yeah,
something.
I doubt
like
if anyone
bittery
wants them.
fighting. Yeah, bigger fighting. I also get the Chariot again, Diane.
Interesting. Lots of movement
And I get karma, like moving forward into his karma, or I had the Wheel of Fortune. And the reason why I say karma is because Emperor. That self-discipline, you know, that perspective, that protective. So that karma spirit backing up into karma, because I get the Four of Wands, which is the collaboration, the next stage, you know, the next stage, the next logical stage is to move out. And I get the looking to new shores.
Yes. He wants to. I mean, that's the thing. He wants to, but I do think he's being watched like a hawk. And I don't think Letitia James is going to waste much time either.
Maybe that's the swift action. I don't know. This Chariot thing has come up how many times now?
A lot. I mean, he wants to go.
Travel. Well, of course, travel. Yeah. Not necessarily always moving forward, but it also says down here, change of direction, travel. All right.
Yeah.
And I also get the Ten of Swords.
I get that a lot with him. He feels, I think, very stabbed in the back and betrayed.
He's a victim.
For sure.
Uh,
Yes.
he's
It's that
he's
narcissist attitude.
he's a professional victim. And hi, Book
So
Bewitched.
sad.
Yeah, and so is most of his base too, because they buy into, you guys didn't treat him right. 19 minutes into his presidency and you wanted to impeach him. What did he do?
He didn't prove us wrong.
I was telling somebody today, I was like, well, I wanted the party that recognized who and what he was from the get-go. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
All
we're
right,
looking
so
at Miss Ivanka, huh?
Ivanka. Let's see what's Ivanka, because her and Jared apparently,
They're not allowed in the country club.
Thank you, Mindset. Thank you, everybody that's giving me chats and giving us chats. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Ivanka, you two are my favorite people. Holly
Aww.
Dashane says
Hello,
we are
Holly.
her favorite people. We have the best subscribers, I tell you.
I really do. I have some of the sweetest people. Oh, Lord, her cards are just horrendous.
I know, it's like we can't make this stuff up. I keep on saying that all the time.
You know, when I give people private readings, they're always so surprised at the cards I get for them. They're like, these are nothing like the politician cards. And I'm like, no, like you actually have good energy. That's why.
Yes.
So with
So
Ivanka, she is another one. She wants to go. She wants to leave. I think, you know, for a while she'll try to do the Florida thing, but they don't want her. They're not, I mean, she's bought this, you know, really expensive house and she can't even go to the country club there.
No.
Her obstacle is finances. Ace of Pentacles, having a financial new beginning, getting a financial offer. But then look at her outcome. Hanged Man. She is stuck. She's stuck. There's not much she can do. And then it leads to the card of poverty, losing your home, your money, your job, your well-being, your health. It's a card of total loss. And so I don't see how she could possibly run for anything with that energy with her.
Oh, I agree with you. Bitter cover up and hurt. I got the Queen of Swords, the bitter cover up and hurt. But it came in inverted, which is cold-hearted, bitchy, communication problems. And so this is like the, you know, different problem solving. So she came in cold-hearted. No shock there. We also got the Knight of Wands, which also division, discord, and interruption. So we have that for coming. Her. So we also got the Ten of Cups with that. I mean, the whole top row came in inverted. Failed relationships, broken home, everything. So disharmony, hidden. I don't think her and her marriage is doing well. I went into a remote viewing a while back, maybe a month or so ago, and I got that Jared's not coming home at night like he's supposed to. She's pacing the house, and the children are acting wild. That was my RV. That was my reviewing.
I never got into it on my channel, but one of the things I always saw with him is that he had like a second home, or a place that he considered to be a second home, was almost like a second family. It had a second family sort of feel. Like there's somebody else there that he loves. And
well, you often wondered how his boyfriend felt about him getting married.
Oh, see, I didn't know about any of that.
We don't know. I'm just guessing.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like he has someone that he loves, in another home that he goes to.
Hi, Mims. Yes, that's why I said he's not coming home. We also have, so the top row came in inverted. One more for the inverted, which is lack of foresight. So the lack of foresight. You also got that upright.
Upright, like
right?
She's going, like she wants to.
She's going. Yep.
Yeah.
Lack of foresight, but she doesn't have any plans in the making just yet. Then at the bottom one came in with balance and moderation and harmony. Balance and moderation and harmony, marriage and collaboration. She's really concentrating on trying to keep her balance in her marriage. Right. However, I would usually consider this a way of fortune and good, but it comes after this. So this is karma. Karma is
Yeah.
going to give her heartbreak. So she has karma. So I don't know, something about marriage in this. Some people think that maybe she's going to get pregnant and try to fix her marriage. I don't know. I didn't get that. Of course, I
I've
don't
never
usually get.
gotten that, but I
Yeah,
don't usually get a
I
lot with
haven't either.
pregnancies.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that either, but other readers have, which, that's what I love about tarot is we may be picking up on this energy and somebody else may be picking up on that energy and they're both
Exactly.
right. So I
Yes.
always want to say that they're both right,
Sure.
because just because I didn't pick up she was going to, but that could be the reason why I picked up on she's going to try to fix her marriage.
Like an act of desperation.
Act of desperation. Yeah.
Which is sad.
Maybe.
Which is sad.
But she uses everything else in her life. Why wouldn't she use another baby to try to fix something, right? A human being.
Would.
What's
Well, she was sending
it's
her
just another
children
baby.
to school without taking all of the proper pandemic protocols. And so they had to take them out of the school. I mean, those are her children that she wasn't even protecting. And so, yeah, she has a different set of standards, I think.
Yep, they're
For
pawns
sure.
and all of that. All right. So, do we want to read on anybody else, or how are we doing?
If you want to do one more, that's okay.
Yeah, let's do one more because it's coming up on an hour. I don't know about you, but like when it hits the hour mark, I'm like, all right.
Start to get tired.
It's trying to get tired. Let's see who else. Let's see if the question. Did 45 vaccine? Oh, I don't understand that question. Jared's energy. Ladies, can you read on AOC? What do you want to know about AOC? What is it? Oh, maybe hang on a second. We have Jackie too. Let's see.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either. I don't
No.
think. Let's see. Junior says. Junior, you want me to read on Don Junior? People really seriously think that Don Jr. is in more trouble than most because he's the one that was also up there inciting the like 45's probably going to get a bigger pass than Don Jr. So bigger pass than Don Jr. And Giuliani says too, like, I didn't do anything illegal. I don't need a pardon.
Oh Lord,
like you said,
that
fight
man.
by combat.
I mean, someone just needs to, give him a hug, put him to bed, say, Grandpa, it's time you take a nap. The poor man, it's like he's
so
off.
gross.
I mean, being a dementia practitioner, I hate to see this stuff. It's like, doesn't somebody like love him enough to say, you need to stop? For the love of God.
All right, so let's do Don Jr.
Don, okay.
Let's see what's going on with him, Don Jr.
Yeah, he's in a lot of legal trouble.
AOC stuffed some serious trauma on. Oh, she was AOC was talking about her almost becoming murdered or something like that on January 6th. Did you read about that?
No.
AOC is saying that she didn't want to say any names or drop the whole thing, but she says I came pretty close to dying that day. So, all right, let's do Don Jr.
I think she'll be okay, though. That's what I think. She'll be okay. I think she's very resilient,
and she will use it for a benefit. Yep. Yeah, stuff.
She's a strong woman.
I do too. I think she's gonna really get with it, and she's gonna change some things because of it. But let's do Don Jr.
So Don is a mess. Here's my card for legal battles that are coming. His obstacle is, first of all, this is the only card that has like a little Russian man on it, right? Yes. And, he's trying to steal something and get away with it. And this is him trying to get away with things. And that's in the obstacle position. But for his outcome, things start speeding up and changing. It leads to bickering, arguing, verbal fighting. And then here's his big tower moment. And we know it has something to do with legal issues because of the Page of Swords. So he's going to be in for a tough year.
Ooh. I got the Ace of Swords, which is the truth. It's just going to slice through his life.
The truth's coming out, and it's
The
not good
truth
for
is
him.
coming out, and the swords, he's just going to have to lay down and take it. We also have the Judgment on him.
It's coming.
We also have the King of Cups, which this could be. This always represents Biden, but I think it has a lot to do with Biden's cabinet, Biden's people, like he put into place. That says that we're coming because the new beginnings, the new beginnings, like a new indictment, new charges that they have found, and then the Knight of Swords is that the bravery to take him down. So yeah, he's going to have some problems. I also got the Five of Cups. So
yeah, it's not good for him this year.
But I don't see a conviction. That's what worried me. I didn't see, like anything that, like he's going to be worried. He's going to hit, but I don't see a conviction yet.
I think I worry more about his mental well-being because I think he does have some issues anyways. I mean, I think he does some extracurricular activities, and I don't think that's probably good.
Yeah. He does take advantage of his body chemistry.
Yeah.
Working in a certain way.
So I kind of, and maybe I'm wondering, like, that's why, like, it just doesn't get to that point. I worry about his mental state.
Yeah.
He's going to lose everything. I mean, for him to have to be middle class, he couldn't cope. It'd be painful for him to be middle class.
Book Bewitched says, let's see, Meadows. Is it Meadow or Maddow? Tarot Meadows. Oh, somebody else says that Biden has a radical empathy. He uses the Force to infinite empathy. He always knows what wasn't always a compliment. Me and Biden twins. I don't understand what that means. I was trying to read it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, if he has empathy, that's a good thing, right? I mean, we spent 4 years of no empathy, so I'll take it.
Well, Biden is Scorpion, so my son is Scorpion. He has empathy for people. He cares about empathy. The people he loves, he will die for you, right? Mm-hmm. But there's also this Scorpion, where he turns around and uses his tail. Coming forward, everything's great, wonderful. He's there for us and all of that, but he's not going to forget what you did. He's not going to forget what, you know what I mean? He's like, no, he's going to use that tail. I guarantee it.
I may not be a bad thing.
I know it's not going to be a bad thing, but he's going to use that tail, and he's going to put a potent, sting on some things. So, all right, my dear.
Happen, right?
It does need to happen. It does. All right, my dear. Are we good? All
right.
Thank you for coming on, Spare of the Minute.
I know, you're welcome. I was just sitting here ready, and actually it just kind of worked out. So
it did work out.
Perfect.
I like it. Yeah, I was at work today. Like I said before, I don't know if I said it live, but I was surrounded by men. So as this inauguration was going and how they were swearing in and all the singing, I missed the poem, but I'd have to go into the women's bathroom, and I'm just bawling, just so happy today. It was beautiful. It was like a relief that finally that man has no power anymore. He just has none. They stripped it from him. Thank goodness. And
did you see his send off? It was so non-consequential. It was a little bit of red carpet, and he and Melania wore like all black.
I saw that, like they're going to a funeral.
I was like, okay, I think they're foreshadowing what's to come. And that was it. Good. There was only reporters there. There was no fanfare. There was no music. There was
the last time he tried to gather a crowd, things happened.
Yeah, I think he was told no. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
you can no longer, you can no longer call a crowd anymore to the White House or to the Washington D.C., Mister. Go to Mar-a-Lago. Let them terrorize your country club.
I don't think
I
he's
bet
going to
you
be able to stay there.
probably not.
No.
He's got 2 other homes down there though. So it's not like
Who knew?
Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, there's 2 other homes he owns down there.
Oh, I think he
Or at
might
least
have to
that's
go to
the
one of
rumor.
those. And
That's the
Scotland
rumor.
said no. They keep saying no to him, to going to his resort there. They're
You're
like,
like,
yeah,
nah.
they're like, we're good. We're in lockdown. Too bad.
Oh, so yeah, Motel 8 is open.
If he's lucky.
If he's lucky, if they accept us. But all right, guys, thanks everyone for showing up. Spare the moment. We just happy Inauguration Day. I hope everybody really enjoyed the fact that we are now over that line. We are past, wondering what that demon was going to do every minute of the day. So, and I'm excited for all of the changes and all of the things that are going to happen because we got the Senate too. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is really exciting. And
We have no blocks. We have no barriers
no,
anymore.
no,
Thank
sigh of relief.
goodness. Yes, no barriers for at least 2 years.
I'll take
We'll
it.
see I've been trying to look up and see who is up for re-election in 2 years. I have to do that. I have to sit
Yeah,
down
I
and
don't
look
off the
at it and
top of
see
my
where we're at.
head.
See what the chances are of getting the Democrats in there.
But
Proof
honestly,
is
I
in the
feel
pudding.
optimistic.
Me
I
too.
feel like we have switched, like we've sort of shifted energies as a country. And
Yes.
I mean, yes, we talk about all these extremists, but they are in the minority.
Yes.
Trump lost the vote. And
Oh, Rubio is up for a re-election in 2
oh
years.
goodness. Oh goodness.
And Ron Johnson. Who's Ron Johnson from? Who's Ron Johnson?
I don't remember where he's
Apparently,
from.
is that Oklahoma? Ron Johnson?
I'm not sure. I'll have to make a list and take a peek and see who's.
Yeah, let's start. I think we should start on their 2 year. See how they're doing. Wisconsin. Is he
We'll have to
dim?
take a peek.
He's Republican, right? Well, there's only 2 Republicans up for re-election. Well, anyways, we'll look over it. And I think we just start,
Yes.
checking them out and seeing how they're going because Senator from Oklahoma is also up. That redheaded sycophant that changes his mind all of a sudden. This is
Oh,
not what
okay.
my people want. What? We don't want to lie. We don't want that. Not Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not that guy. Okay. All right. I'm getting tired. I'm getting confused.
All right. All
All right.
right.
Hey, hang right there. Smile because you know that the last picture
Oh, is that how it works?
stays.
Is this the last picture?
It's the last picture that stays. So smile pretty and bye everyone.